Welcome to our channel. Now you know me, I love to travel, exploring new cultures, trying different foods, meeting interesting people. It's all part of the human experience, right? But here's the thing. Not all destinations are created equal, especially when it comes to welcoming people of color. Today we're diving into a topic that's close to my heart, and honestly should be close to everyone's heart: destinations that have a less than stellar track record with black visitors. Look, we're not talking about a restaurant that forgets your extra hot sauce. We're talking about places where your safety, respect, and even basic human dignity might be compromised simply because of the color of your skin. It's heavy stuff, I know, but this isn't about scaring anyone. It's about awareness, education, and ultimately about empowerment. Because knowledge is power, and knowing where you might face some extra hurdles, well, that's the first step to navigating them safely and smartly. Our first stop takes us to Destination A, a place that might look all sunshine and rainbows in the brochures, but for black travelers, the reality can be a bit more complicated. See, Destination A has a long and frankly messed up history with race relations. We're talking centuries of briefly explained historical context of racism, discrimination in Destination A. Now you might be thinking, hey, that was ages ago, right? And sure, things have changed, laws have been passed, progress has been made. But the thing about history is, it tends to leave scars. And those scars can manifest in subtle ways, like, give specific examples of how past racism might affect black visitors today. For example, lack of diversity in tourism industry, racially charged souvenirs still being sold, etc. It's not about saying everyone in Destination A is walking around with these historical prejudices, but the legacy is there, and sadly, for some black travelers, it's something they experience firsthand. Next, we're heading over to Destination B, a place that's been making headlines lately, and not for the right reasons. Look, I'm all for giving places the benefit of the doubt, but when multiple reports start popping up about briefly described specific incidents or reports of racism towards black travelers in Destination B, it's time to pay attention. Now, these incidents could range from blatant discrimination, like, give an example, for example, black tourists being denied entry to clubs while others are let in easily, to more subtle forms of bias, such as, give an example, for example, black travelers consistently getting longer airport security checks. The point is, these aren't isolated incidents, they're starting to form a pattern. And that pattern paints a pretty concerning picture for potential black visitors. It's like, you go on vacation to relax, to have fun, to experience something new, not to worry about whether you're going to be treated differently, or worse, discriminated against because of the color of your skin. Now, let's talk about Destination C. This one's a little different because it's not just about whispers on the internet or a few unfortunate incidents. We're talking about official travel advisories, warnings issued by governments and organizations to their citizens, specifically cautioning black travelers about potential risks. I mean, think about that for a second. When a government feels the need to issue a warning like that, you know it goes beyond a few bad apples. It suggests a systemic issue, a deep-rooted problem that could pose a serious risk to black travelers. Now, these advisories aren't meant to scare you off completely, but they do highlight the importance of being informed and prepared. They'll often provide specific advice on how to stay safe, who to contact if you experience problems, and what your rights are as a traveler in that country. Sometimes the issue isn't always overt racism, but rather a complex web of cultural differences and implicit biases. Destination D is a perfect example of this. See, Destination D has a very specific culture with deeply ingrained social norms and expectations. And while these norms might seem perfectly normal to locals, they can sometimes create uncomfortable and even unsafe situations for black visitors. For instance, staring being considered rude in some cultures, but commonplace in others, leading to misunderstandings. Or take the issue of differences in communication styles or perceptions of personal space. Now, it's important to remember that cultural differences don't excuse racism or discrimination, but understanding these nuances can help black travelers navigate these situations with more awareness and sensitivity. Look, I know what you're thinking, Trevor. You're making me want to cancel all my travel plans and stay home. And hey, I get it, it's disheartening to hear about these issues, especially when you're just trying to enjoy a vacation. But here's the thing, knowledge is power. So let's talk about Destination E, a place that might have some of the issues we've discussed, but where it's still possible to have a safe and enjoyable trip as a Black traveler. The key is preparation and research. Before you go, connect with other Black travelers who've been there. Look for online communities, forums, or Facebook groups where people share their experiences and advice. And remember, you're not alone. Organizations like those that support Black travelers are dedicated to promoting diversity and inclusion in travel. They offer resources, support, and even advocate for change in the industry. Traveling while Black might come with its own set of challenges, but it doesn't have to stop you from exploring the world. So, there you have it, a glimpse into the reality of traveling while Black. It's not always pretty, but it's a conversation we need to have. Remember, awareness is key. By shining a light on these issues, we can start to address them, challenge them, and hopefully one day make them a thing of the past. Thank you for watching. Please share this video to spread awareness and help keep everyone safe. And remember, traveling should be an enriching experience for everyone, regardless of the color of their skin. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more important updates.